Brought to you by Jaeger Public Adjusting, representing homeowners with fire, wind, or water damage. While the insurance company is looking out for their best interest, we're looking out for yours. When disaster strikes, call us 609-425-1104.
Good morning, everybody. I've got good news and bad news. I'm going to tell you the good first. It's going to be a milder day overall as temperatures are going to be bumping up into the 40s. Now, it's not going to be an overly bright and sunny day. Clouds are going to try to win out for most of the day, but I think as we go into the afternoon, we'll try to bring in some more sunshine. Now, the bad news is it's going to be very short-lived as another Arctic plunge comes our way tonight. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s return, and we are still analyzing that storm signal. It's a legitimate storm signal. We're still 4 days out. That means that we see persistence. We understand the two scenarios that are likely. But what I'm not prepared to tell you is if it's going to be a direct impact or a glancing blow, because both of them right now are equally possible. Let's get right into the details here, into the scenarios. Number one would be a lighter snow event. Pay attention to this dashed red line. That's showing you the axis of the trough, your dip in the jet stream. If it's like this and it's more neutral, that means that the area of low pressure can actually go a little farther out to sea in combination with the Atlantic Ridge being slightly east. That would bring heavy snow to, let's say, Boston, maybe Long Island, maybe a little moderate snow along the Jersey Shore, but light snow, if any, to the rest of the area. Scenario number two is what dreams are made of if you're a snow lover. Now look at that tilt. It is negative, and that means that when that low pressure system comes out of the south, it's captured closer to the coast, and you end up with a bigger snow event for Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington. It's a region-wide snow. The Atlantic Ridge would be a little farther to the west, and we'd end up with a very significant winter storm with coastal flooding. That is a concern with the strong winds and the astronomical high tides because of the new moon and all. So if you're a snow lover, you want this. If you live at the shore, you don't want this at all. I would say that scenario number one might have the upper hand at like a 55% chance of happening, with this one at a 45% chance. It's a razor thin closeness here, and I'm hoping to answer that question by tonight as we have more data available. So this is the GFS. This is the solution you want if you live at the shore. We have some light snow coming in on Friday. Here comes the storm to the south. It is far enough east where you don't get major snow, you don't get major wind. You get some tidal flooding still, but then it pulls out of here by Saturday afternoon and we clear our skies behind it. So both scenarios on the table right now. We'll watch the 12Z data come in, we'll watch the 18Z data, and we'll be able to have a better understanding, I think, by this afternoon. So we're completely clear tonight. Temperatures falling back down into the teens and 20s. Winds will pick up a little, gusting into the 20-mile-an-hour range. Through this afternoon, partly sunny, about 43 degrees. Dropping into the 20s by 9 o'clock, and then we'll ultimately end up around 20. North to northwest winds at under 10 miles an hour going into the day tomorrow. Pretty much universal across the board between 28 and 30. South Jersey beaches, mainland South Jersey, the Philly burbs, maybe a little bit colder by a couple degrees in the middle 20s. Thursday looks cold and bright, 32 degrees. And then we are still watching this progression of warmer air across the southern states. Eventually, it looks to get into our region as the warmth builds, the cold returns to the north and west, and this sets us up for a pattern change going into February. So I still have our chance of snow at 40%. We'll see if we can bump that up a little, or maybe we'll have to come back and subtract. Sunday is sunny, 30. We start to warm up by Tuesday of next week.